Merry Bowl season, everyone. I'm Brett Gibbons with thelines.com, and today we're breaking down the Pinstripe Bowl between Minnesota and Syracuse. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Lions YouTube channel as we're here breaking down all 41 bowl games and the national championship game this postseason. But the Pinstripe Bowl, Minnesota is favored by 10 points over Syracuse. This one kicks off Thursday, December 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. It's got an over-under of just 42 points. They're playing this one inside Yankee Stadium, hence the name Pinstripe Bowl. These are a couple teams that looked really good, maybe even great at the beginning of the year. I know Minnesota was atop a ton of power ratings early in the season, but then they just kind of fell apart as the middle of the season gets on. Syracuse especially, they lost 6 of 7. Minnesota won 4 of their last 5 after a tough stretch in the middle of the year. But their wins were against Rutgers, Nebraska, Northwestern, and Wisconsin post Paul Chryst. So we're talking about kind of their wins, win your games, but not excellent wins by any stretch here. Syracuse is down both coordinators. Offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator are out for other jobs. To make matters worse, their workhorse running back Sean Tucker opted out of this game. He wasn't used as heavily as he was last year. He was pretty much exclusively their offense last year. But he still logged over 200 carries this year, and I think that's because Garrett Schrader, rushing quarterback, being in town, kind of helped alleviate some of the workload from him. They're also going to be without defensive lineman Steve Linton. He had 6 tackles for losses this year inside in the interior defensive line, so missing him up front is tough. The next guy up for them, running back, has just 180 rush yards on the season, so we're really kind of talking it was Sean Tucker and nobody else. And I think Syracuse is going to be working with whoever they can there in the backfield. But they're also going up against Minnesota's defense. That's 8th in EPA per rush allowed this year. That's not, they're kind of playing into the teeth of that. And that's not great for Garrett Schrader either, because Schrader's really big on 3rd and 6. I'm going to pick up this first down with my legs, but Minnesota's been pretty stingy against the run this year. And the Golden Gophers, there's no indication that star running back Mo Ibrahim won't play. Do keep an eye on that. I guess it could be a late decision, but from everything I've seen, he is playing in this game. He's 3rd in the nation in carries, 4th in yards. Minnesota's PFF's #1 run blocking team. And Syracuse is 119th in rushing success rate allowed and 106th in EPA per rush. So Minnesota is going to be able to run the football on them. They should be able to run the football with ease. And it doesn't really matter whether or not, I guess I should bring up Tanner Morgan. Who knows if he'll play? The backup, you go ahead and try to pronounce his name there. But the backup played, he was fine. I don't think they're really going to need their quarterback play here, especially outdoors in the Bronx in, December. They're going to be running the football a lot, especially with Ibrahim, in probably his last game at Minnesota here. And Minnesota's offense is very good at milking the clock, at draining the clock, especially when they get out in front. When they get a lead, they slow it down, they milk the clock. That's just what they're really good at. And if you're looking at Syracuse's defense, we talked about how they're really bad in success rate and really bad in EPA per rush, but they don't give up big rushing plays. They're actually 20th nationally in 20 or more yard rushes allowed, just 10 on the season. So they've been mostly gassed with chunk plays with 7, 8, 9 yards or 6 yards on 3rd and 5. And so I think that's really going to kind of drain this clock down. And you can see we're kind of building up to what the play might be here in a minute. And on the other side, Minnesota's defense is 4th nationally in 20 or more yard rushes allowed. So Syracuse isn't probably going to be breaking off big, long rushes, and neither is Minnesota. High rush rate, neither team allowing explosive plays. Good chance Minnesota, the market is telling me, the odds are telling me Minnesota is going to be pretty much in control of this game. Starts milking the clock. I'm playing the under here. It's at 42 points. It's a low over-under, but I really think Minnesota is going to control this ball, slow it down. Neither team is going to be breaking off 60, 70, 80-yard plays on each other. That's usually where you get in trouble, right, with those over-unders and miscues. But I think I'm going to play under 42 points here in the Pinstripe Bowl. Hop on over to our Discord server where you can connect with over 4,000 sports betting fans, get live updates in our college football server, transfers, opt-outs, coaching changes, injuries, starting to prep for next year, just fun little bits and awesome discussion with our with the community that we built here in the college football server. And if you click on #rolls, drop an emoji under my name, and you'll start to get these bets in live times with notifications sent straight to your phone. I'm going to be putting all of my bets in the Discord, live bets. I laid one really close to pregame in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, so you'll get those notifications so you don't have to rely on these maybe stagnant videos to get your bets. You'll get the best numbers all December long. And don't forget to subscribe to the Lines YouTube channel for daily bowl videos just like this one, and comment what side you're leaning here in the game. Minnesota, Syracuse, over, under, team totals. What are you looking at? Let me know here. Let me know on Twitter at Road to CFB. But thanks as always for watching. I'm Brett Gibbons, and have a very merry bowl season.